So I'm doing this video for the people that are gifted. You are gifted. You have a spiritual gift. You have a skill. You have an, I don't know, ordinary or extraordinary gift. There is something inside of you. You have something very special. There is something you have to know, very important. That gift is going to be uh, benefiting. It will benefit mostly the people that are outside of your family unit. It is going to be very rare that that gift will benefit your immediate family. Now, I don't mean that you're going to abandon your family completely, but there's going to come a time when God will allow you to separate yourself from family and close members and, immediate circles. The reason why God is separating you from these people is because these people, they do not want to see you win. The people that you call family, immediate family circles, friends and whatever, those people, they don't want to see you win. Let me be the first one to give you the news, ladies and gentlemen. Those guys don't want to see you win. Your victory is very, your victory is very uncomfortable for those people. Now, remember, there was a story of Joseph in the Bible way back in time when I was still in school. We heard about that story. And then he had these family members, his brothers, the story of Joseph. You guys are familiar with the story. So he had these family members, and Joseph had a gift. So he used to interpret dreams, He had a spiritual gift of interpreting dreams. And his family kind of thought, he was trying to be better than them, or, they was very jealous about this gift because they was like, okay, so why is it him who can actually interpret these gifts? And this family became very jealous of him. So what they did behind closed doors, so there is the reason why I've told you that sometimes God is going to remove you from family, because your own family is going to secretly plot your own demise. Okay? They may do it at the time. Of course, they will eventually find out that they have done the wrong thing at some point. But at that particular moment in time, they are going to take action against you. So they plotted and, they set him up. They set him up. They was like, we're going somewhere, we're going to the fields or something like that. So they took him and they left him in the desert. They dug a very deep pit for him, and they threw him in that pit. So they left him there to die. They said, okay, if we leave him there, we cannot kill him, but he's going to die on his own, slowly. So they put him in the pit. And then eventually, these kings, these wealthy men, was riding their donkeys, and they found him, their whatever camels, and they found him, and they took him to the palace. Only for him to discover that actually he was becoming the king of the palace at some point. So you see, when you have a gift, what I'm trying to drive at is that that gift is going to attract a lot of jealousy. Even the people that you can't, even the people you don't even, the people that you don't even suspect. There is people that is going to be around you. Let me promise you, ladies and gentlemen, those people, they are going to be very jealous about your gift. So many people don't understand something about chosen ones. People don't understand that some chosen ones didn't even ask for this gift. None of them, they are like naturally gifted. There's things they can do, things they know, stuff they can do that other people can do. And some of them did not even ask for these gifts. These are natural things. They came in with these gifts into this universe. So people think that why is it so and so is the gifted one? Why are they the blessed one? They may be doing different things. Even most of the cases, one of the things that will surprise each other ones, these people are doing way better than you. Many of them are already living in mansions. They are way better than you. Some of them are even presidents. They are prime ministers. They are kings and queens. But the moment they figure out this person is gifted, that is when everything will shift. Their entire energy against you will shift. So it's going to be like they don't want to deal with this with you anymore. So you will see, you will now start to see these family members very secretly plotting. They're doing things behind your back. Sometimes they will go and plug out stuff from your car engine. They will go and do things. They want to do things to destroy you. So this whole thing of jealousy and envy, that's a spirit, okay? It's a very destructive spirit. So it's why many of the times you hear people telling you, we tell you, many coaches tell you that when you ever sniff, you ever sense that spirit of envy and jealousy in someone, it doesn't matter who they are. It does not even matter who they are, okay? Cousins, friends, it doesn't matter. Your wife in your own bed will plot your demise if they ever notice you have got something that is, you are a gifted person and you have got something to offer the world. So that's a spirit. So that spirit is going to cause people to harm you, to hurt you. They will maybe not succeed. Sometimes they may not really succeed because you're protected, but they're going to plot your demise. They're going to try to harm you. So it's why you hear a lot of chosen people. For them to be able to step fully into their purpose, the first thing what they do is remove themselves away from family members. So they get out of the equation. They just step out and leave. For them to be able to fully step into their purpose, it is most of the times important for them to remove themselves from immediate family members. Because family will not accept you in a different image. You know, family has been conditioned to accept you when you was that little kid who used to be coiled in the corner. You didn't used to say anything. That little black sheep in the family. So they have been programmed. They have been conditioned to see you and to treat you a certain way or to look at you in a certain image. So they are not conditioned to see you when you are stepping into your power, falling into your power. It's going to be very uncomfortable for them. And this whole thing is not personal. So they are not conditioned in that way. So is why when you know you are a chosen one, there is going to come a time, the first thing what God will do, God will give you some awakening. So you need to be able to see what is happening beyond the veil. So when you're able to see what is going on beyond the veil, now you're able to discern, you're able to understand what your family really, really thinks about you. Because personally, as a black sheep of the family, I walked away from the family many years ago, maybe about 3.5 years ago. But before that happened, God first of all showed me what my family really, really thought about me. You know what I mean? And you don't have to have done anything wrong. Because if you ask those people, what exactly did you do for them to treat you a certain way or to throw this shit towards you, they will not have anything to tell you. All of them are going to be quiet because they have nothing to tell you. So they are going to hate you with passion, but they will not show this in your face. It is going to surprise you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something about gifts, these so-called spiritual gifts. We may talk about skills and talents and different things, but even those can attract jealousy. But spiritual gifts, those kind of gifts attract an enormous amount of jealousy. You cannot even fathom. You cannot even put it in your mind. You cannot even believe. Family, when they see you are different, now they don't know what to do with you. Now they're thinking that, okay, so what do we do with this one? So what are we going to do with this person? Because You have got something very mysterious about you. You have got this where you understand and see the world that they don't. And it is going to start making them very uncomfortable because those kind of spirits of envy and jealousy. So that spirit of envy and jealousy, it normally will throw a lot of hate towards somebody because they simply do not understand the person. So a person who is spiritually gifted, you are going to be the most misunderstood person in your own entire family unit, whether it is a workplace, whether it is a family, whether it is community, church. If you're a person who is spiritually gifted, you are going to be misunderstood. And there's going to be a select few people that will figure out that gift. They will know that this particular person is gifted. Even if they may not really know what it is, they are going to figure out that you're gifted. Now, the moment it comes to them that this person is gifted, that is where their energy is going to shift. Their entire energy is going to shift. They are going to be like, okay, so they cannot deal with this kind of individual. They are going to start throwing a lot of shade at you. It's when you see a lot of times, many people, they are starting to get sacked from work. A lot of times they will give you maybe a demotion, or sometimes they may give you suspension, or they could expel you from work. There's even some chosen ones who have actually been expelled from schools. Something may just happen, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, we need you to leave. We don't want you to study in this school. And you look around and you see the reasons that they're giving, and they're not making any sense. So, like I was telling you that story of Joseph, sometimes when I'm talking, I may lose the flow a little bit. So that story of Joseph. So when he went ahead and those people adopted him and took him to the palace, later on he became the king. Then that's when his brothers later on, because you see, Joseph was the chosen one. And in that family, so those brothers couldn't recognize that this person was spiritually gifted. They was anointed by God. So they didn't realize that only Joseph being in that family, it was actually the entire blessing in that family. So do you now realize that when they set him up and threw him out of the family, did you realize how things started going wrong in their family unit? Later on there was a famine, they couldn't have any food to eat, they were starving to death. The family he left behind, the ones who tried to kill him, they were starving to death. And Joseph was out there in the palace living in abundance. He was even the one giving poor people food to eat. So eventually they had to come to the palace to ask for food from the king, only to find that their own brother they wanted to kill many years ago, he was the king of the palace. So you see, a lot of chosen people, they're really misunderstood. But what many people don't realize is that those people, if they can just let them be, because you see, those people are blessed. Not only are they blessed, they're also protected. So people, because of that, they will send you away from work only for you to realize that the whole company shut down. The entire company, corporation, as soon as you walked out, it was just a matter of months, the entire company shut down. They send you out of whichever, I don't know, family. As soon as you left, a couple of months later, the entire family went down. Disaster after disaster. So people don't understand the blessing that comes with chosen people. But there is one thing you have to know, chosen ones. I can promise you this. If you're a person who is spiritually gifted, this one I can tell you and I can promise you, your family, they are going to be your biggest haters. Your family is going to be your biggest haters. And this is going to shock you because you'll be like, why family? These people, we've been together, we've grown up together. Why can't they just wish you well? Why can't they just let you be? Why can't they just support you? Even in the slightest things that you need to do. Little things. And most of the times you're a chosen person, you don't even ask for a lot of things. And you're just wishing that at least they could even support you in whatever it is you want to do, or whatever it is you want to go. They're not going to do that. So the family, let me promise you, the family is going to be your biggest haters. This one I can tell you, the promise one. I can promise you, the family. So you're chosen person and you're seeing uh, people starting throwing shade at you, and you're like, how could it be your own sister, your own brother, your own father is plotting things behind your back? They are going to your bosses at work and they are telling them things. They are going to your, you know, people in charge. They are talking about things behind your back, and you're thinking that how come your own family? They're the ones who are trying to send you witchcraft, try to destroy your business, sending stuff for you to fail. Your own family wants you to fail. So the reason why it's happening like that is because you are gifted, okay? I've told you are gifted. And these people don't understand how come that you're the only person gifted. You are the one who is gifted in the entire family. How come you are the one in that position? Because many of them may want to be in that position, but they can't. It's just simply the way it is. So that thing now starts to create this thing of jealousy. The spirits, it will invite that spirit of jealousy and envy. And the moment that spirit kicks into somebody, it's not going to matter who they are. It's not going to matter how related you are to these people. They are going to turn against you. And those things will even happen in the workplace. So you're going to be in the workplace, and then there will be some people, your bosses may start to realize that this person has got a gift. They will see something, the way you move is, it's a very strange, powerful, and very weird energy. And they will be like, they cannot have you in the company. So they're going to start doing things with the others. So there will be these flying monkeys moving around you to start getting information so that they can set you up to get fired. The moment people figure out you have a gift, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, is when you're going to see them trying to get rid of you. Get rid of you, whether it's going to be suspension or whether it's going to be expulsion. They need to get rid of you as soon as possible. Because those kind of gifts, one thing you have to know about spiritual gifts, spiritual gifts, those kind of gifts, they trigger. There is something, they trigger people's demons. So it's like these people have got a lot of suppressed, energy within them. So whenever you come around, it's like this energy has got to come out to the surface. Naturally, even sometimes without you trying, just by you being in the vicinity, their energy is going to start showing up. So this thing now turns into hatred. They're like, why do they have to react anytime when they're around certain individuals? Whenever you show up, why do they feel very uncomfortable? Why are they feeling that they cannot say anything? So they start to get feel some kind of a way. And that's where the whole thing starts. Jealousy will start. Hatred. Hatred you have never seen before. You don't even know where it came from. You don't know what to do with it, but that hatred will come from your family. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Immediate family members, immediate circles. So what I'm trying to say is that your gift is not necessarily going to benefit your immediate family, is what I'm trying to say. So your gift will usually be something that is going to benefit the people that are outside of the unit. So people out there, masses, there's a lot of people that need those kind of gifts. And they're able to recognize and even support you. But the family you have in your own home, they have nothing to do with those gifts. So they don't want to see you in your power, is what I'm trying to say. So when you see these things happening, chosen ones, you simply need to understand it's not personal. Don't take these things personal. Just understand where people is coming from. Understand that there's many people who are dealing with a lot. Okay, they haven't done the work. They're going through stuff, and sometimes is an easy way of them feeling that there's something wrong with you. It makes them feel better about themselves because now they don't have to deal with their own shadows. When there's a scapegoat, they don't have to deal with their own BS. You know what I mean? So I'm very sure that many chosen ones understand this video. You know where I'm coming from. You have noticed that your family have turned out to be your biggest haters. If that has been your experience, let us know in the section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. You can always book a session with me. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need You will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Denzel Moses signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.